Welcome, everyone, to Lights of Miiva, episode 54. My name is Sam Lander. I'll be your GM, and I have some players.
My name is Zuru, playing Brunhilde, the Shadow Magic Sorcerer.
Hi, I'm Suda, playing Risha, and I've got a friend in a box.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm Mia, and I am playing Berold, the Ranger, and I am new to the group-ish.
Hi, I am Sadie. I am playing Zari the Barbarian.
Hello, I'm Inter. I'm playing Cryer the Monk.
I'm Ashes, and I play Ibrakit the Wizard.
So we find our characters having just emerged. Their mapping, their remembered mapping of this tunnel system good enough to get them back to the whole chamber, the chamber with one wall leading out to the outside, and the wall now behind them, full of the tunnels and passageways that they just came out of. As they emerge, they see ahead of them a set of torches or other light things lighting up the tunnel leading towards the outside. They can see in the distance the daylight just peeking around the rise of the tunnel. They see several figures in the torchlight ahead of them, and behind them a great clatter as if a million pans were dropped from a great height, and a large creature made of metal and mist forms in behind them. None of you know who it was that makes the first decision to run, but it is not very long until everybody is running away from this thing that is larger than a building. It forms into a dog-like creature, some 80 or 100 or more feet long, nearly scraping the ceiling tall, four legs, and a mouth that opens and mist pours out of it. Ahead of you, one of the figures detaches from the group, pulls out a great sword, and with a word in Draconic, the sword lights with a ember flame licking along its length. You see Bitra charging forward past you. You are 30 feet, 40 feet ahead of this creature coming up behind you. Bitra walks past you, resolute, getting ready, and as she swings her sword at this creature, you hear a great whoomp sound as one paw comes forward, and you see a shockwave as Bitra flies away from this thing, slams into a wall just beside the tunnel opening, and you hear the sound of breaking bones and watch her collapse motionless on the floor. A breath, a pause, and a great rending sound as Bitra's true form appears where she lay apparently dead, or her Feyan form dead. Instead rises a great red dragon forming up and looking supremely angry. And we will switch to this map. And I would like a decision from y'all. You are near the exit of this place. Why is it fuzzy? Okay, it's no longer fuzzy. It is 100 feet, maybe, or no, a little further than that. Whatever the map shows. Towards the collapsed tunnel that most of you came down to get in here. A couple hundred feet. Do you run or do you stay?
I'll stay for now.
Zari stays.
Okay. Well, if people are staying, I need to open up the initiative tracker, clear it out, remove all initiatives. Yes, clear. All right, and then I would like everybody to please roll initiative.
I would like Beryl to have said, just looking around, wondering what to do, just for him to have said, oh, okay, I guess we're staying. Okay. Roll initiative.
And Beryl also notices that none of the lights of Miiva are surprised that the lady just turned into a dragon.
Okay.
Brunhild
Brunhild is
Shocked.
perplexed.
Yeah, that's not a normal thing, Beryl. You've never seen that before.
Right.
I mean,
Okay.
Mia may not know this, but
No.
this is a new thing. Everybody else who was in names just escape me.
Lights of Miiva.
No, the other group, the group that was with what's her name? Bitra.
420. Yep.
Everybody else, when she strolled in, they started back up the cave. So they're all ahead of you, and when that sound happened, their pace increased. All right.
Okay.
If everybody has rolled, which looks like everybody has, we are going to sort. Why can I not make this bigger? There we go. Haha.
And spelling is Biitra.
Yeah. Good job.
Okay. Thank you.
Beryl's token didn't get into the order.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta click on your token, Mia,
Yeah.
when you roll.
Okay. Added turn. What did you roll, Beryl? 23.
23.
Oh, you critted. Okay, I got you added.
Okay. But normally in the turn order, I would click on that.
So before you roll initiative on your sheet, you click on your token out on the map.
Thank you. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So Beryl or Cryer, who has a higher dexterity?
Mine is 18.
Oh, mine's 17.
So Cryer, you are first. Nobody is surprised. I mean, Bitra technically was a little surprised. But none of you are surprised. Cryer, you are up. This is about half of this cave.
Yeah, I have no light source with me at the moment. I see. So I don't see.
That is a problem. Would you have had a light source?
If somebody else had light source with them, I wouldn't have light. And I think somebody has light because I can see something.
Eberkeet usually casts light, question mark?
Yeah, I always have light up on my sword unless I have a compelling reason not to.
Dynamic lighting, you emit light. Token emits light. What is the range on light?
I think it's 30 and 30. Let me...
20 and 20.
20 and
the
20.
Light cantrip.
Okay, so that may not have added any light for Cryer.
A little bit.
Little bit. So to your up is where Bitra, you heard her impact the wall, and to your behind is the creature.
And behind is that way.
Yep, correct.
Okay. I'm gonna walk here, and I'm gonna ready. Yeah, I'm just gonna ready my attack.
Okay. What's your trigger?
If somebody comes close to me,
Okay,
that is an enemy.
fair enough. Beryl, you're up. Followed by Eberkeet.
Okay. I have enlargened the map, and I am no longer seeing Bitra on it, but I can see it up on your stream.
Okay.
So, and the distance again is
From you to whom?
to Bitra.
Oh, she's 40 feet away.
Oh, all right. She's 40 feet, so I can just get right to her. But you know what? I have ranged weapons.
You do?
Because I am a ranger, and I would like to utilize them. So I would like to shoot with my longbow.
Okay, I'm assuming at the metal thing behind you that's been chasing you?
Oh, right.
I mean, Bitra walked past you in human form, did not attack you on the way past, but if you want to shoot the large red dragon, I'm not going to stop you.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Yes, let's shoot at the metal thing. I'm so sorry. Okay.
You're fine.
Shit.
No, I cannot.
So
but
you can, you know approximately where it's at, so you can attack it with disadvantage.
Or you can move closer to where it is in view.
Or yeah, if you move to where you can see it, then you would no longer have disadvantage.
All right, so I wanna now that I have almost gotten my bearings, I wanna just think about this. So Berold is surprised, first of all, that they are choosing to stay. And there is a dragon.
Yep.
I honestly feel like he may just he's going to shoot. He's going to shoot from where he is.
Okay.
This is a bit of a panic moment for him. So he's just going to shoot toward with disadvantage.
Yep.
We're going to shoot our longbow.
Go for it.
All right. Roll, please. Please do the thing that I would like you to do.
Mm-hmm.
Hi. Okay.
22 will hit. No, with a disadvantage. So roll it again.
All right. We're going to get a 21 next time. I'm just
fair enough.
Informing you, so it's going to be great. Oh, poop.
18 will miss. So the arrow flies, and you can hear it clatter against the back wall, not having impacted the creature.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
And then I would like to take a move to move my 40 feet closer.
Go for it.
All right. Oh, I can do it? Oh,
yeah.
my God.
Should be able to.
All right.
Click, hold, and drag your token with the pickup arrow chosen.
How'd that work?
That moved you to the 25, 10, 15, 20 feet further away.
I'm the worst human.
You're fine. You can't see very much.
I can't see very much.
Westwards, leftwards.
Leftwards is behind you.
I'm going to go to where Crier is.
Go for it.
Okay, there.
There you go.
Done.
All right. It's my turn. Speed of 40 feet.
What about me?
Did I? Oh, I just skipped you. Sorry. It is Ibrahim's turn. I hit the button. Too many buttons.
Okay. Let me check the range on that real quick here. 60 feet and... Okay, I need to move up. Okay, I am going to use my last 4th level spell slot on a Mind Spike.
Okay. You reach out with your magical energy, and you find this thing has no intelligence to affect. It is immune to psychic damage.
Huh. Okay. That's bad. And then that's it for me.
Okay. Now my turn. Distance. It can get there. You guys have been running away from it. But it did just hit somebody. and it can get to her. Okay, it will do so. Whoop. So this thing moves with preternatural speed. It is the size of a building, and it is cacophonous as it charges forward. And it just starts tearing into Bitra. With 1 bite and 2 claws. So a bite will hit for 15 damage. And 2 claws. I think that will... Yes, that will hit. And that will also hit. So another 35 damage. And that will be its turn. Risha, you're up.
Things can happen. Stuff and things. Yes, many things. Don't know what things. This thing is big, scary.
It is big and scary, and possibly big scary.
So it's just gonna get the good old fashioned.
All right, go for it.
There's the first one and the second one.
That will both miss.
Yep.
Risha is brave as always.
No, she's getting tactical distance.
Got it. Hey, Zari, you're up.
Okay, may I have Big Zari and 40/40 light?
Big Zari and 40/40 light. All right. 40/40 light is easy. Nope, not that. Bright light 40. Low light 40. Save. Big Zari.
Okay.
Okay, that's big.
Can I learn about Big Sorry? Would you mind sharing what that is?
It is my giant barbarian class feature or subclass feature, and whenever I go into rage, I grow a size category.
So
Nice.
she's up on like 18 feet tall at this point.
Cool.
Maybe not quite that tall, but 12 feet tall at least, and proportionately large.
Awesome. Thank you.
You would have loved to see Zari when Lumi was up.
Yeah,
They did the thing.
they made extra Big Zari.
Yep. Okay, so we are going with swing number 1.
Whoop.
16 will miss.
Okay, and going reckless for swing number 2.
26
Nat 20.
will hit. Critical.
And I am adding a smite to it.
Oh, geez. Well, this is going to be a
So-
lot of damage.
The paladin critical giggle.
Yeah.
So here comes the weapon damage. Let's see. Here comes the elemental cleaver damage, which is thunder still, and
Okay.
there's the smite damage.
Okay. So element or the 2d6, so 5 plus 1 is 6, doubled is 12.
Plus 3 is 15.
Plus 3 is 15. Fire damage is
Just 10 because 5 is double.
10. I'm checking resistances while I'm doing this. So 15 plus 10 5 is or plus 10 is 25, plus 2 is 27. And then elemental thunder is halved, so that's only 5, so that's 32. And then you rolled a 3 on your divine smite, really?
Yes, unfortunately.
Well, that's also doubled to 6, so 38 points of damage.
Okay. And let's see. It's 2 sizes larger than I am, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, so I can't push it, but
Nope.
but the Crusher critical does take effect, so attack rolls against it are made with advantage until the start of my next turn.
At the end of your turn, Zari, it looks at you and roars. And I need to draw.
Come on, big guy.
Need to draw a shape. We need a cone. 45 degrees. It is 60-foot cone. So it's starting here. Nope, starting here. So hitting everybody except for Cryor and Barreled. I need you all to make a DC 19 Constitution saving throw, please.
Now, did we need to put Lucy in the initiative order as well?
She goes on your turn, and I forgot to ask, so...
Okay. My thought is she would
Oh
also
my
be up
God.
next to me.
Okay.
I did not think I was going to make that.
Inspiration. That's a good idea, Risha. It's not a natural 1. So anybody getting less than a 19 takes 31 damage. And are drop everything they're holding and are stunned for a minute. You may remake the save at the end of your turn.
And what about people who did pass? Did they take half?
On a successful phase, you take half that much damage, so 15, and aren't stunned.
Okay.
Okay, so Jawbreaker is no longer present.
Yep. Jawbreaker went back home.
I think my hands were empty from doing finger guns.
If I had failed that save, I'd be at 1 hit point.
Oh, jeez.
Oof.
Oh, wait, no, I'm at 32 now.
So you are at 1 hit point.
No,
No, I think 32 after.
after 15.
Yeah, I saved and the 15 brought me down to 32, and my brain got mixed up.
Okay. That was Zari's turn.
Yep.
It's Bitra's turn. She gets to do a bunch of stuff. She is going to trigger Frightful Presence. The thing can't be afraid. So that doesn't help her. But it doesn't affect you because she treats you as allies. She is going to...
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna use my Hellish Rebuke. I almost forgot about it.
What's the range on that?
It's just barely out. No, it's not.
No, it's not. It's within range. Okay.
I'm
60-foot
doing
range.
it. I'm doing it.
Okay. 26 fire damage, which is one of its few non-immunity or resistances, so it takes all of that. Holy crap.
Dex save.
Oh, I get a dex save?
You do.
DC 14. Okay, well, I'm past the dex save, so...
13 then.
There we go.
Damage is damage at this point.
Damage is damage,
Yep.
100%. Okay. Red Dragon is pissed. So she is going to makes 3 attacks, 1 with a bite and 2 with its claws. So bite will miss. Claw will miss, and claw will hit. She is considered magical for the purposes of resistances, so takes 20 damage from that.
I'm just watching your streams about there's a surprising lack of advantage from Bitra.
Why would she have advantage?
Zari critical crusher.
Oh, yay!
Dragon?
No.
No, fair enough. I'll reroll those. Good point. I forgot. That advantage got her crit on her bite.
Nice.
So, it did fill it in. So a total of, wait a minute. Oh wow, she rolled terribly. So 18 plus 15 is 33.
Yep.
Okay, well, let's do the second claw. A 25 will hit for another 19. And then one more 18, so the advantage on the she did hit with all 3. All right.
It sounds like we need to make sure that the advantages are followed for this one.
Hey, there's too much to track for me as a GM. I'm not used to having an NPC fight for you.
So the save was start of or end of turn?
Hold on. The stunned creature can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns. So you are currently stunned. You succeed.
20? I'm not stunned anymore, but it's not my turn anymore.
Correct. It's the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, Bitra will take a legendary action. She will do a wing attack. Yeah. She is beating her wings where it doesn't affect Zari. DC 22 dexterity save. Dexterity save is a natural 20, of course. But knock prone. The dragon can then fly up to half of its flying speed. She's gonna move over here because she just saw what the roar did and she wants to be not in line with you guys. Actually, no, she's gonna move here for reasons. All right. So takes half of 16. This, yeah. So 8. All right. Cryor, you're up.
I'm gonna move up, and I'm gonna attack with my quarterstaff. 27.
27 will hit.
11 damage.
It is 11. Is your quarterstaff magical?
Yes, it's a +1.
Okay, that counts.
And can you make me a Constitution saving throw?
Are you trying to stun it?
Yes.
You attempt to stun this creature and find that it is incapable of being stunned. It doesn't have a brain.
Then I'll do a flurry of blows. Oh, that's a bonus action, so we can...
Keep hitting. 13 will miss.
13 will miss.
23 will hit.
options for a long time.
Stun worked so well up until now.
Yeah. Are legendary actions a reaction?
No.
They're their own sort of headache to work around.
Yeah. Can you make me a dex save to fall prone?
He's 4-legged, so he has advantage, I think? It doesn't say it on the sheet, so I'm not going to go with it.
17.
11. So you knock this thing on its haunches somehow.
Yeah. So it's prone. I forgot what that gave.
You have advantage if you are next to it. It has to use half of its movement to stand up. Anything arranged is at disadvantage.
Okay. And then seconds an attack. That
20.
is a 20.
A 20 will hit.
For another 7.
I don't know if I've been actually tracking all the damage you did. 11, no.
7 and 10. 11, 7 and 10.
Okay. All right.
I'll move there.
And it is at... hold on.
I had reset barreled and Lucy's tokens, and that bounced me out of the turn order.
Okay. As you're striking this thing, it grows in size.
Oh.
Hold on a second. Adding barreled. Add turn. What was you were 23, right?
23,
Correct.
Yep. Just after me.
All right. You are back in turn order, barreled.
Okay. Yeah. So I would like to try again. I'd like to shoot with my longbow again.
You have disadvantage because you are at range versus a prone creature, but you have advantage from Zari's attack, so it would just be a flat roll.
Okay. So disadvantage because it's prone?
Correct.
Okay, and because I'm ranged, like those two things, like if
Yes.
I were...
So,
okay.
so if something is prone, you have advantage if you are in melee with them, or disadvantage if you are ranged from them.
Perfect. I am going to write that down, but I will do that after I roll. So let's go longbow. Oof.
18 will miss.
Okay.
Do you have multiple,
yeah,
as a ranger at this level, do you have multiple attacks per round?
Attacks per action 2.
So you can shoot your bow again.
Yeah, let's do it again, please. Oh, wrong. Ignore that. Ignore that. Long sword, not long bow. That didn't happen. Ugh.
15 will miss.
Okay. I am now... I really should not get closer. What is our... I really want to learn how to... Oh, nope, that didn't do it. How do you guys draw the line?
It's the little tape measure tool on the left-hand side, about 3/4 of the way down the list of icons.
It's
Aha!
second
Oh,
to
cool.
last.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't want to get closer than that. That's terrible. I feel like I should just hang out here. Let me just take a quick look. If I have anything, nobody else is really close enough for me to do like a healing situation.
Usually that's at touch
like-
range.
Yeah. Okay. I honestly think I just stay here.
Okay. Eberkeet, you're up.
And
Oh.
does Lucy...
Sorry. Lucy gets to act on your turn, but go ahead. Does Lucy do something?
I feel like I need her to run up and do something.
Okay.
Oh, that's scary though, but her AC is 40. Yeah. Oh God. Yeah, Lucy, go.
40?
Armor class 40.
That
Lucy medium beast unaligned.
doesn't seem right, but we'll fix it later.
Okie doke. So maybe I oughtn't do that then.
Armor class 40 would be like a god.
Okay.
Speed 40 maybe?
Speed 40, maybe.
Definitely. Speed 40
or
burrow.
HP.
Ooh! Can Lucy dig down and burrow closer without popping up?
Burrow speed. The floor is mostly stone, so she burrows in like dirt, like gravel.
Okay. All right.
The ground is a little too hard for that.
All right, then I'm oh god.
Armor class 40.
I'm sorry. I don't
You're
want to
fine.
like stand here and do nothing, but I'm worried for her, and this thing is gigantic. Screw it. She's going.
Okay.
Let's go. She's going.
Go for it.
Maul.
Roll your
Using
maul.
Okay.
Just put her there. 14 will miss.
Okay.
Advantage?
That was with advantage, yes.
That was
13 plus 16 at this level. Okay, that's seems way more accurate.
okay.
All right, it is the Steel Predator's turn. 2 people hit it.
No, Zebrakeet's turn.
Oh, it's what did I switch? Okay, sorry, keep skipping Iberkeet for some reason. I have no idea why. Oh, right, because I'm thinking of Lucy. I click barrel is done, click on Iberkeet, and then yeah. Sorry about that, Ashes.
Okay, so this is kind of a long shot, but I'm gonna cast Dispel Magic on it.
Give me an Arcana check, please.
Doop.
Okay, with a 26, you notice that tether of energy behind this thing. And focusing on it, you make a snipping motion with your fingers and cast a spell magic and cut that tether from behind it. This has 2 major effects. The thing shrinks. How big is it normally? It's normally large to do. It shrinks significantly in size. And it can't be stunned. Well, it would have been stunned for a round, but as it is immune to the condition stunned, it is not. Oh, right. There's another effect, but that's less apparent. Okay, it's smaller now.
Yay.
It's now its turn. It stands up from being prone, shakes its maw, and as it is not in melee with anybody right now, boy, it really wants to attack both of you. It's going to charge to here so that it can reach everybody.
Did it stand up first?
Yes, it did. It has a speed of 40 feet. So it can just get there, 20 feet forward. And it will bite at Zari and then claw at the dragon. So 20 Zari.
That does hit.
Take 15 lightning damage.
Ooh, I don't resist that.
And then the 2 claws at the dragon. 28 will hit, and 23 will hit. So a total of 37 damage. And Risha, you're up. Oh, right, recharging. Gotta roll the d6 to see if it recharges its roar. It does not. Well, it does not.
Okay, I gotta see if I'm still stunned or not.
Uh, 16 is failure. You are still stunned.
Do we have a digital dice jail yet? Because this is some grade A bull.
All right. Zari? It got
Yes.
smaller.
Thank goodness.
You can finally pick on something your own size.
So moving there. So it can't catch me in the cone.
Or if it catches you in the cone, it can't catch everybody else.
Yep. So we are going reckless.
Oh, I had advantage on that attack versus you, didn't I? Just
yes.
do a little crit seeking here. Nah, it wasn't a crit.
Okay.
A
I got a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
And I'm using my bonus action to change my elemental cleaver to fire because I saw that was very effective.
At least it wasn't less effective than it should have been.
Mm-hmm. It was more effective than my thunder.
Correct. Can you give me a total damage, please? 20? 26?
26. Still up?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay. Scroll.
You have no sense of how damaged this thing is. It doesn't bleed.
Yep, it doesn't bleed. Okay, the second one missed.
The second one, yes, is a miss.
And push it back 5 feet with Crusher.
There?
Since it's... Yes.
All right. It is
now.
It is shoved. Okay. Well, at the end of your turn, the Bitra will make a tail attack. Using up her last legendary action. It will hit. And then ignore that. Fair enough. We're just going to put Lucy right after Barreled in the list. That way I stop forgetting. And stop skipping Iberkeet. So now it is the top of Bitra's turn. She will... Oh yeah, she's going to do that. Does she care enough about you guys?
Yipes.
You better hope the answer is yes. Uh, 60. She tries her best, but Crier, you're gonna be caught in this as she lowers her head and she like moves. No, she's gonna stay there. She lowers her head and a cone of fire emits from her mouth, scorching at this creature. And unfortunately, Crier, you are in the danger zone, as it would. So I need a dexterity save from you, please.
Sorry.
You're fine.
Well, just vocalize what my brain did.
Okay, with the natural 1, it failed. With the 24, you succeeded. So, rolling that. It will take, so, Cryor take 67 halved fire damage, so that's 33 fire damage. And then it's going to take, nope. Hold, please. There we go. It is going to take that much fire damage. And that is Bitra's turn. Brunhilde, you're up.
God damn it, that rings my ears. Payback. So first of all, bonus action, Hound of Ill Omen.
Okay. So you summon a puppy.
Whoa.
A very shadowy goose. Let's call it a goose.
Is it? Please tell me it's a dog, not a goose.
Flavor. It's a medium size, built on the direwolf stat block, but as some sites say, nothing states that it actually has to be a hound. Could be
Right.
a cat or a goose or.
Okay, he looks awesome.
What is this, a hell goose?
That's a hell goose, apparently. Where do you want it?
It's also too big.
You said large, right? Or medium?
Medium.
Oh.
The hound appears in an unoccupied space of your choice within 30 feet of the target being the thing, right next to it, please.
Right next to it? Yep.
I have evasion, so I can roll back the damage.
So does that just mean you negate the damage? Since you succeeded?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you don't take... You
Instead
managed to
of-
dodge. You managed to duck out of the way of the fireball. She got it just far enough from you that you were able to dive out of the way.
It needs
Awesome.
its own initiative, which we can figure out somewhat, because it does attacks sometime on its turn, because that metal thing is its target.
I will add turn. Can you roll initiative for it, please? What does it get? Roll for initiative?
The direwolf stat block.
Dire Wolf. Initiative +2. So d20 plus 2. It rolled a 19, so it's 21. So it goes right after Barrel. Oh, yeah, right after Eberkeith. Okay, you have summoned Hellhound. That's an action. You have a bonus action.
That was my bonus action.
Oh.
I have an action.
Do you have an action?
Yes, because when the hound appears, the thing has disadvantage on saving throws from spells I cast at it.
Correct.
So I'm casting slow on that MF.
Okay. Disadvantage. What saves? Spell save DC. What stat?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. Oh, it's not incredible at that. Disadvantage. It rolled a 4 total.
Whoa.
So it is slowed.
An affected target's speed is halved. It takes a -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws.
Sure.
It can't use reactions. On its turn, it can choose either an action or a bonus action, not both.
Okay.
As Brunhilde just goes, slow the fuck down, will ya?
Cryor. Oh, Brunhilde, do you want to move? You moved. Okay.
Yeah. Shuffling out of the way.
Cryor, you're up.
I'm gonna attack him with 16.
Well, you
Don't have advantage, right?
no longer have advantage, but a 16 will miss. Even with the -2.
23.
23 will hit.
For No, that's the wrong one. 7 damage.
So this was your staff you're hitting it with?
Yeah.
That's unarmed strike.
No, the first one was unarmed strike.
Either way.
Oh yeah, I want to hit it with my staff. It is actually better. It's +8 on the attack.
Sure.
You want me to reroll
Nah.
or keep these?
Nope, keeping those is fine. It's flavor more than anything. So you swing your staff out and jab it between two of its plates. You see a webbing of crack spread across it. And a burst of steam comes rushing out of this thing as it collapses in on itself. I need everybody within 10 feet of it. Must make a DC 16 dexterity saving throw, please. So that is a failure. Oh, I need to dex save for my dragon.
Mine's a save because I get advantage on dex saves.
Right, on things you can see.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't make a save. It was just check. Sorry.
What did add on? You're still gonna fail. If we add 3 to your 6, that's still 9.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
So Zari succeeds, so you're gonna take half of this. And everybody who fails takes 9 damage. Zari, you take 4. And if you fail, you're knocked prone. So Bitra is knocked prone.
That's the hound.
The hound succeeds, so it takes 5. And silence reigns over the cavern. You guys see Bitra looking angry as she just like paws through the remains of this creature. Yes, if you were stunned, you may recover from it because it only lasts a minute. A couple of times, Bitra like take a piece out, rips it apart with her teeth and claws, and then you see her shrink back to her human form, bloodied, with she looks like she has probably several broken ribs, like just like just like pressure, like she was hit so hard that like her face, there are several places on her face where her skin is broken. And she walks over to pick up her great sword and straps it on her back, takes a deep breath, and looks at all of you.
What just happened?
I make a slight bow and say thanks for the help.
Oh, okay.
Harold bows as well, and Lucy bows.
Oh my god.
Zari shrinks back down to normal Zari size and lays down on the cool rock. It's like, can we go home now?
After a couple of deep breaths, Bitra seems to gather her thoughts and says, "Thank you. That might have been more interesting had you not stayed to fight. You did distract it a bit."
Anyone else's ears? As Brunhilde does the trying to unpop their ears
Mop.
mod movement.
Mop.
Can I have Beryl walk over to Bitra
Yes.
and just introduce himself?
Hi. These guys, I think they know you, and I don't. I'm Beryl,
And Lucy has trotted up along,
and this is Lucy.
who I'm guessing Lucy will walk up a little bit and sniff and maybe just reach out a paw.
Bitra, like, looks down, looks at you, looks at Lucy, kind of rolls her eyes just the faintest little bit and says, I am Bitra, commander of the army. It is good to make your acquaintance. I see you are with the lights of Miiva. Where you seem to be missing a companion.
He's in the box.
I will not
Speaking of
ask
the
why you have a
box.
companion in a box.
He got turned to stone.
That's I fair. Nothing else was following you out of that place, was it?
Not that we know of.
That is less than reassuring.
We
Come.
found more big things like that.
That's
We should probably talk back up on the surface.
That's even less reassuring. Let us go to the surface. I could
Something's
use
controlling the monsters down here.
That's horrifying. Come, tell me in a much more comfortable place that is much less likely to have metal creatures filled with steam in it.
Lucy would like to get Beryl's attention and just scratch at his leg. And Beryl looks down, shrugs, and looks at Bitra and says,
I'm sorry. Will it also have licorice?
I'm sure licorice can be acquired.
Okay.
and Beryl looks at Lucy, and Lucy just chitters happily.
Okay. You guys all get to the rope ladder that leads up the 100 or so feet of this hole, and standing at the bottom of it is Irina. No, that's not the right name, is it? What is her name? Iris. There we go. Haha. Standing at the bottom of it is Iris, and so it says to Bitra, "I made it down as fast as I could, ma'am. I see you've taken care of the problem." And then she casts a spell on herself and on Bitra, and they both fly vertically up out of the shaft.
Oh.
That's something I want to learn.
Thanks for the lift.
There's no, response from them.
I know.
As you see them reach the edge of the cliff, somebody walks up and casts a spell on Bitra. You're not sure what from this far away.
Hurts like a devil, but Brunhilde just says hurts like the devil and just sighs and starts climbing. Like, no one's coming to get us. Best just get it out of the way.
So yeah, Risha, you just walk up the wall. Everybody else, it is it's not a hard climb because a rope ladder, properly secured, is just a ladder, but there's 100 feet of it. And so by the time you reach the apex of the ladder, it's just your legs are tired, your arms are tired, everything is tired. And you see Iris standing next to where everybody but Beryl recognizes as the command center, building next to this hole. And she, upon seeing you crest the open door, opens the door, or crest the open pit, opens the door and beckons you inside.
Does Beryl know Iris?
Oh, no, you've never met this person before. She is maybe 20. I forget how I described her. She's got a braid, a book at her side, like tied to her waist, as if it was a weapon almost. She's wearing comfortable but stylish clothing.
And how do you spell her name?
Iris,
Yes.
Iriis.
Thank you.
Pale skin, freckles. There we go.
Thank you.
If she needed them, she would be wearing glasses. That's the impression you get of her face.
Yep. I guess at walking by Iris into the command center, Beryl would introduce himself. Same thing.
Hi, I'm Beryl.
It's nice to meet you, Beryl. What got you hooked up with this crew?
I don't know. I woke up. Well, I didn't really wake up. I was just sort of zapped here. I mean, I'd seen him before, but we just recently found ourselves in a forest together, and I'm here now. I don't know.
Okay. Well, Bitra would like to speak with you, so go on inside.
Great.
I think there's a lot of I don't know going around at the moment.
And
Oh, that's not
Brunhild,
just me.
what are you doing with the lights? Where's your crew?
Did they come up yet? I kind of lost them the same way Beryl found the lights.
The lights are the first crew to come back out of the hole.
Please hold, and at the threshold, Brunhild will just heel turn, go back to the hole, and start like power whistling the "Are you okay?" signal down, waiting, seeing if she can hear anything.
Silence reigns, other than the sounds of the city around you.
Doggone it. Please, she turns to a guard next to the hole. Please tell me if you hear some bird whistles come out of the hole, please.
Oh,
And just moseys off.
okay. I can do that. So this building looks like it's been reinforced in the time since you who have been here were last in here. Extra planking has been added to the inside of the walls. You see the evidence that somebody is literally building a stone wall, in the process of building a stone wall inside of this, on the inside of the walls of this structure. The ceiling has whatever was whatever was holding up the next floor up. Like big wooden beams have been added to reinforce that structure. And there are the start of arcane wards being like drawn. You can see the start of some sort of like magical writing being drawn on the inside of the new walls as it is added. Bitra, who is for describing her for Beryl. Bitra is a late middle-aged woman. She has tight curled hair, relatively short, and she has like her lower jaw has two tusks on it. There's just some gray in her hair. You can see the wrinkles. There is a Feyan man wearing a breastplate who is attending to her side, casting healing magic from the looks of things. And as you guys walk into the room, he bows to her and then excuses himself, leaving you alone with Bitra and Iris.
I'll lay down the map that we drew and start talking about what kind of monsters we encountered. And then I look at Ibukit like, you discovered something about the magic?
Yeah, do I know about the silver cords involved with astral travel?
I don't know about the silver cords involved with astral travel, but I would love to hear your thoughts.
Like out of character, like if you cast the like, there's a spell you can cast to travel through the astral, but just like your spirit and mind and your body stays in the material.
Sure.
And there's a silver cord that comes from the back of your neck that connects you to your body while you're in there. And it like just kind of fades out after a few feet.
So this seems similar to that.
Yeah, that's the comparison I would like to make, but I don't know if I know about that in character.
What is the level of the spell that would
Astral
do?
projection
Yes.
is a level 9
Astral projection is ninth
warlock
level.
wizard spell.
All right, give me an Arcana check, please.
Arcana. There it is. No.
So you do not make that direct connection.
Okay.
But I mean, you describe it.
Yeah.
And Iris kind of, as you're describing this, goes some sort of tether tying these creatures back in further. Do you think it could be followed?
I do.
How many of them at a time? How many of these cords did you see at a time?
I only saw one at a time, right? The
Yes.
first time was the gray render.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I've only seen one at a time.
Bitra thinks for a minute and goes, "We're only ever attacked by one creature every few hours to every day or two. So if you could get beyond, like, get past whatever creature is being formed and then follow the tether, this map would be unnecessary, but it is useful. Like, do not get me wrong. I need to know where these tunnels lead."
We were following a type of air current in the thing, like something breathing, long, slow breaths, but couldn't really get close enough. The first thing we saw with the tether grew in size, and when we killed it, it blocked the path forward, so we had to turn around and come back. Oh yeah, it also turned our druid into stone. He's in the box. We probably need somebody to help with that.
Okay. So breaths you say something's breathing down there and then sending out tendrils and transporting. You was the teleportation. When was the teleportation? You guys said you were teleported to the Lakshank Forest, right?
That's what we believe, yeah.
It was a pulse of magic, and we were there, and then sometime later, a pulse of magic, and we were back. Like, I'm not sure.
Was it last night? Like, did we? Because we did a watch.
Yeah, it was yesterday.
Okay.
Which I personally, I think that's where the gray render would have come from, because Brunhilde would know that gray renders are native to the Lakshank.
Yeah, that's one of they're one of the big dangers for being deep in the old growth forest. Gray renders eat. Yeah, they eat groups of people happily all day, every day.
So she will just relay that that's where probably where the matter for the gray render came from, following us in the pulse back.
So it's reaching out and grabbing creatures and mashing them together. Do you have a sense of why? Why is it sending them to us? Why was it sending them after you?
I have no idea. Best guess, we're getting close. We're proving capable of actually finding out what happened.
We're the ones that disrupted the ritual, which is what led to all of these holes existing.
Oh, that's a thought. Please tell me more about the ritual. Did you guys tell her about that? I don't know that you did.
I think we did.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I think we laid it out.
There is a thought there. Could these tunnels connect all the way back to Haifa?
That's a long walk then.
Did you see an end to them? Did they seem to be shrinking or growing, or did you find any apparent end?
Well, did Brunhilde's group find anything in the 2 days they were down there?
No.
Or day and a half?
Much the same. Tunnels
it-
twisting and going.
It varied a lot. The tunnels shrank and grew, and there were large rooms and tight squeezes and like little coves off to the side. So
it's not impossible it could connect all the way back to Haifa.
it's also not impossible that these things that whatever's down there hasn't always been down there.
I mean, yes, we didn't know of sinkhole beneath the city, but 100 feet down, we would not have known. And it's obvious that some of these tunnels travel further under the city. Can I have a nature check from anybody who wants to roll it, please?
I'll do it.
Not trained in it.
23, 20.
Wow.
Not trained, nor having this sense,
right.
the directional sense to try.
Iberkeet and Barreled, you are both under the impression that the majority of these tunnels, they twist and turn and go various directions, but the major direction they always seem to return to is towards the west. North, south, left. Yes. like they might twist up or down or go left or right, but they all kind of curve back around towards the west.
I don't know if this helps, but I've noticed that just the little I was down in there, the tunnels always, there are all these twists and turns, but they always veer west. I don't know if that's helpful.
Yes, that is the direction of Haifa. So it is plausible that whatever caused these tunnels originates back in Haifa. And so we have a decision to make, because Haifa is a problem that we know about. And you guys hear a little bit of commotion outside. And then somebody yelling. And then Iris tilts her head a little bit and opens the door, and through the open door walks a very tired, very beat up looking set of bad basilisks.
Can I get a description of bad basilisks?
Yes, the bad basilisks are a team of adventurers, of which Brunhilde is one. They consist of an elf, a kobold, a human, a half orc, a half elf, and a Feyan. The human is Brunhilde, and upon seeing the group, the kobold Kashi comes running up to Brunhilde and just like pounces upon you.
Bear hug back and shoulders finally dropping an inch.
Yeah,
on Brunhilde.
And you are greeted to a dragonling hug. And Iris then closes the door, closes the door behind the group. Adora, the elf, she takes a look at the room, finds a chair off in the corner, like throws herself back into it, and just like you hear the bonk as her head hits the wall behind the chair, and she's just like Tiasa hangs at the back of the group. Tiasa is the Feyan. She has several new cuts on her like cheek, couple of deep scores that have been healed over with magic, but still like not sufficient to do a full healing. And her like hair was at one point in like tight braids. Those braids have become partially undone. The half orc who's wearing armor visibly relaxes when she sees you, Brunhilde, and says, is good to be back. Never want to go in there again. That place was horror show.
I think I'm kind of with you on that one.
This is big metal creature. This big metal creature was chasing us, and then suddenly stopped chasing us and disappeared.
Oh, you too?
Yeah, don't know.
We fought the thing.
This is we fought is not the right term for what we did. We hit it or hit at it, and then we ran away.
I'm amazed you didn't see the remains of it at the bottom in quite a lot smaller form, I would say, but It was there.
Was it another one?
Marilyn had something in her hands, and when you said that, she like puts it behind her back. Whatever she had in her hands, she was fiddling with something, and then when you said that, she just like gets a very innocent expression on her face and puts her hands behind her back.
Is Marilyn the half orc?
Marilyn's a half elf,
Okay.
so she's smaller. She's fey in size, maybe a little thinner, like a little smaller in every dimension. She has like goggles on her. She has like goggles on her forehead. She has very little to no hair, but it doesn't look like it was cut. Very little no hair. It looks like it was scorched.
She's an artificer.
Yes.
Magical tinkerer.
Yes, she. Bitra looks at the new group, goes, "Okay, you can tell me your story now." And they relay a very similar tale, but they didn't notice the magical tethers. And Tiasa mentions that when the creatures would appear, the breathing was done. Like whenever there's a creature around, the breathing would stop. Breathing is not the right word. The air motions, at least for a little while. So we were under the impression that we were relatively safe when the air was moving. But the last time it happened, when it stopped, we were teleported to some other place. It was a land. Land is the wrong term. We were standing on clouds of solid air, steam. Marilyn fills in steam. We were standing on clouds of solid steam that were hot enough to melt my shoes. She points at her rubber-soled shoes. And we saw a okay, that's the wrong window. That's the right window. Haha. We saw a large person made of mist start towards us. They let out a horrific scream, and then we were back in the caves. And that creature was being piled inside of a metal casing, a metal dog casing. And we struck at that casing thinking we could do something to it, and everything we tried just glanced off of it, and it swung at Tiasa, and it is by the grace of names. Hold on, I need names. It is by the grace of Emberthorn that why do I have so many, that Kashi was able to bring her back up in time for us to run away. And Kashi gives a small bow. And we ran for hours away from this thing, always hearing it clanging behind us until it suddenly stopped, turned down a side passage. And then Brunhild we heard your whistle. We heard your call. And we decided to come towards it, eventually making our way out behind you. It's good to see you.
Good to see you too. I was hoping you'd either hunker down and wait for more contact or find your way out when you heard me. Yeah.
We saw after you disappeared, Brunhild. We got a little further. We were trying to get our way back. Tiasa says we were trying to get our way back out of the caves, but we got turned around, and we saw another group that had been torn to shreds. So that's two groups that we saw torn to shreds. Everybody except for Beryl, you guys also saw a couple of groups that were killed or turned to stone. And Bitra looks at you all and goes, well, congratulations. You are the survivors. Sounds like everybody in this room is them.
Can I just ask 2 questions? Where was it that this group was before they showed up in the tunnels?
So they are another adventuring group, and between conversations that you've had on the way back out and some other stuff, you would have gotten the impression that they were also exploring the tunnels along with your compatriots.
Okay. So they still got zapped even though they were in the tunnels? Teleported?
Yes.
Oh. Okay. And does Beryl know where his group is? He's not worried about them, right? They're just...
I mean, the last you saw them, they were outside of Haifa.
Okay.
So
The city where it all started.
You don't know anything about them.
Sorry, you said you saw other groups turn to stone. I don't know if you know the sea slugs, but there was a monk. I'm forgetting. Let's pretend Beryl knows
The group?
all of the group's characteristics.
After a short description, Bitra looks through a couple pieces of paper and goes, I don't believe the slugs were amongst the crews that headed down into the tunnels.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. I cannot let this continue, and I can't in good conscience send more people into those tunnels.
So what's the other best option to do?
I send an army to Haifa to see if we can get in the other way and find out what's happening. And you all, she points at the Miiva group, seem relatively familiar with that, so I would like to send them along with you, or send you along with them. It's what you asked for anyway, I think.
Yeah, I was about to say, we came here for help. Looks like that we're getting it.
Yeah. I can't let threats like whatever that dog metal creature was attack my city. Iris perks up and goes, Iris, cover the entrance with a wall of force. And Iris goes, the top? And Beatrice shakes her head and goes, no. Down in the tunnel. Down in the opening. Cover it with a wall of force. We're not getting anything of value out of that. I had hoped that something of value would come from those tunnels, but at this point, closing them off as best we can is the correct call. And I will send the army you requested. I have some things to arrange. Iris, and Iris opens the door and heads out, flies off the edge of the cliff and down into it. Bitra stands, gives you just the barest of bows, and goes, I have much to arrange. Shouldn't be more than a few days.
We're gonna need at least a week to recover from that.
That's completely fair.
And we still need help with our druid.
Yeah. There are places in town that can help your druid, I'm sure. I am not an expert on bringing people back from stone. But this should help. Do you remember how much you were getting paid? Because GM completely has forgotten.
20,000.
Yeah, and GM is smarter than that.
But it fits so well.
It does. It was not a small amount.
It was 1,000 brass if we came first with useful information.
Okay. So she puts a couple of small chests on the table and says, one for the lights and one for the basilisks.
800 for the second group.
Right. And I will be in touch. We will be transporting ourselves to Ava, and then from Ava we will continue, or you will continue on towards Haifa and see what we can find there. But go take your rest. The bad basilisks gather up and start speaking to each other in Elvish and head out the door. Thank you, Zerder, for piloting an NPC for a while. That was fun.
Thanks for lending me a character.
All right. So after a little bit, you guys are out of the command structure. There's a crew of people as you leave that goes back inside, and you can hear them beginning to work on it again. If you peer over the edge of the pit, you can see Iris standing at the bottom, just before the entrance of the pit, and she is inscribing something around the bottom and up the walls of the entrance to the caves.
Go ahead.
Beryl, I was just going to say Beryl would be asking some questions. Let me just play it out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that Lady Brunhild is not a part of your group, right? And I'm not technically a part of your group, but this seems really important, and I feel like would you guys be okay if Lucy and I joined you?
Of course we'd be fine with that. The more the merrier.
Well, I haven't really found that to be the case, but I appreciate.
That's fair.
So that sort of brings up a little bit of an awkward question. That brass,
Is the brass individually doled out, or is it a group? Just like, does it go into a group pot?
That's up to you guys.
Normally we just divide it.
Well, I know I'm very new, and I don't mean to be pushy, but I need to stock up on a few things. I don't know how to ask if I could have some of that money, basically. But that's what I'm asking.
You're part of the group. You helped us get out of there, so
Yeah, I really don't feel like I did a lot. I promise I'm a better shot with my bow than that, but it was all just very startling. So, thank you. And could you just tell me more about your your friend? You introduced me to your friend, and I guess I'm just figuring out now that that is why your friend. Did you say their name is Lumi? They got turned to stone, but not just stone, like small stone. I assume your friend wasn't a small block before they got turned to stone. Like, how did that work?
that gray reaver thing that we ran into, that's what turned him to stone.
And made it square?
No,
I mean, I feel like if I turned to stone, you wouldn't be able to carry me around in a wooden chest.
it's a magic box.
Oh,
It's bigger on the inside.
okay. Okay, well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. So what you guys learned down there was that there are these tendrils and they solidify and turn into creatures. Am I sort of understanding that correctly? Mist is bad.
That they're something down there is taking monsters and smashing them into amalgamations, and is using some sort of magical tether to control them and direct them towards attacking anyone trying to get close to it, or is trying to come and attack this city.
Okay.
And is also making the monster stronger, because when I severed the tether, the thing wasn't. The thing went back down to a more manageable size.
Right, I saw that. Okay. And the teleporting, it's just picking. Do we think the groups of people who are teleported, are they random, or is there like Brunhilde's group?
Beryl would never say like. I need to remove that from my vocabulary. But
Brunhilde's group got teleported, but my group did not. So I don't know if you all have learned if there's any rhyme or reason to it.
Your guess is as good as mine.
us. It only happened to us once, so we have not seen a pattern yet.
Okay. All right. Thank you for I have a lot to catch up on, I think, but I appreciate your being so welcoming to me and Lucy.
So where are you guys walking to?
That is a good question.
I think we need.
What?
I
What
think we need to get Lumi out of the box. Where can we do that the best?
Back at the house, I guess.
No, we need somebody to unstone him. Someone with magic.
Is there any god that has a particular focus on magical curses?
Magical curses. Well. Let me look at my list. So Nura is the goddess of knowledge. Yeah, Nura is probably, well, or Basima, who cares about order and knowledge. Yeah, those would be the closest. So Nadra or Basima. Would be the most like magically related to. So you know of a couple ways to turn somebody back from stone. One is clerical and another one's arcane. Clerical depends on somebody actually having greater restoration prepared. Arcane, you could buy a scroll of stone to flesh.
I don't know. Iberkate, you're the magical expert. What do you think?
I could probably do it with the right materials, but it would be tricky.
A scroll would be expensive. Going to a temple might be cheaper, but there's no guarantee that there will be somebody there that can do it. Although, if there's any city that has someone who can do a greater restoration, it's probably this one.
Yeah. If you can't find it here, let's hope that we'll find it somewhere else, in another city.
Okay.
The temple also, that doesn't require, but I think they will want to have a donation.
Yep.
Oh, they'll require a donation. They may not tell you that, but
They will be very, very disappointed.
and won't cast the spell. They'll be so disappointed they'll forget to cast the spell. So you guys know of a couple of magic item shops. Apothecary, Potions and Notions. Although Potions and Notions was mostly like potions, not actually like scrolls. Apothecary had everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's not go with the monkey paw shop for this.
Aw.
Okay.
Maybe we can find you a neat bow there.
Ooh.
If you don't mind
Sure,
it
it'll
being
be
a little
totally safe.
if you don't mind it being a little fleshy.
Okay. I forgot to actually mark everything on the map. So 2 was your home base, right? On this map. 3 was Apothecary. Yep. 4 was Potions and Notions. What's 5?
Yes. That
Guildhall?
is the Adventurers Guild.
Ah.
Sorry, are you writing that down on the map?
I'm writing it down in my notes.
Okay.
If somebody wants to write down the map, that would be great. That was the Legions of Talon Adventures Guild.
Let's check.
I think. Okay. All right. Where are you headed? Temple or magic shop? Or are you going to try to find a new magic shop?
I'll vote for temple, I guess. That helped us out earlier, right?
Yes. The last time somebody was turned to stone, cleric was the one who restored them.
So I'll guess we're gonna find the cleric again then.
All right.
Alicia opens the box again. Lumi, what's your vote? Why do you never answer?
So, after a little bit of walking around and asking, there are several temples of both Nura and Basima around. Each district seems to have one. The largest of either would be in the castle ward. So, with a little bit of direction, you can either get to the temples, the temple in the canal ward or the temple in the castle ward. Where would you like to go?
Ooh, good question. I don't know. Where does the group want to go to?
I feel like Beryl doesn't know enough to provide input.
As you guys are walking, you feel a low rumble in the ground, and just like there are a bunch of people around you who, like, you can just see in their faces panic. There are a few people who roll out into the street, just like there's a person like, is it happening again? Is it happening again? And then it goes quiet. And peace returns, but the streets are now more full of very nervous looking people. As you guys walk, the evening presses on. You find yourself wandering into the castle ward, get some directions, and a very large and well-appointed temple stands before you. It is the temple of Basima. And the cold white stone of this temple it just feels colder here than it did anywhere else in the city. It's currently the end of Emerald, I think. Yeah, it's the last day of Emerald, so it's normally 50s Fahrenheit. Call it 20. No, I don't know Celsius enough. So 50s Fahrenheit outside. Maybe a little bit warmer than that during the day. This place, it's not ice cold, but it is. You just get the impression as you cross the threshold onto these grounds that winter is just around the corner as you stand here. Upon walking into 10 to 15C, so call it around, would normally be around 15C during the day, maybe a little bit warmer than that. But yeah, it's not. You have, as you walk into this temple, you have more of the impression of cold than like the actual shivering, like below freezing. It is, you are certain you can see your breath puff before you, except if you pay attention, you know it's not true. It's warmer than that. As you look around, a person in fairly well tailored robe sees you. They have a holy symbol like as the clasp for the robe, with a diamond in the center of it, and they walk up to you and says, "How may I be of assistance?"
Yes. We just returned from the expedition into the sinkhole. And one of our friends got turned into stone down there, and we need help getting him not that.
We're not going to go into this sinkhole to help you out. I'm sorry, but
No. He's in the box. We have him in the box.
Oh, you have him with you. Okay, well, if he's missing any pieces, that we cannot fix as we turn him back to stone. So I hope you have all of him. But if you will follow me,
Pretty sure.
if you follow me, I will lead you to our head priest, and we'll see what we can do. And they turn around and they lead you towards the back of the building. There is a mural on the far wall, and it is a bas-relief mural carved into the stone. And the only it's white on white, and with the lighting in here, you didn't notice it at first. Like the room is well lit enough that you got the impression of unevenness in the stone, but until you actually kind of walk until you can see the perspective of it, you see a mural. On the bottom level of it, you see image carved into the stone of like harvested fields with like trees without leaves on them, kind of above and behind them in the perspective of this stone. You see the like impression of the first snowfall, maybe a freezing rain, a little bit of precipitation, and kind of around that, kind of above that, you get the impression of warm buildings with fires in their hearths, and all of this surrounds the central image of a statue with her head down, cloak up, but not like to cover her face, but just like resting on top. The cloak is fur-lined, looks incredibly warm, and gloved hands, closed eyes, and like gloved hands clasped before her, standing in the center of this. Eberkeet, can I have you make an intelligence, history, intelligence, something with it? Give me a skill with intelligence in it. History, sure. You've seen that statue before. It was in a dream.
Oh.
It was in a dream of a place where several statues stood and 4 people stood talking. This dream was a year ago at this point, maybe more. I don't remember actually.
Did we roleplay that? I don't remember at all.
You had a dream of this. I think you had a dream of this place. If if that wasn't actually in character at the time, if that wasn't you dream, like you remember a dream of this place at this point.
A year ago in real time?
A year ago in character time.
Okay.
So more like 2.5 years ago, real time. Like this was early campaign. And you seeing this statue, the impression that you get from this echo of a memory of a dream is that the power of this god exists, but the everything else of this god is a statue standing in an open plain, surrounded by 8, 10 other statues, and 4 other people, one of whom you recognize as the god. I'm gonna name him wrong. God Adnan, or no, sorry, God Ra'ad, the corrupted, headless knight in rotted plate armor, who gave you a gift and then you rejected. And that's what you remember. That's like you have this flash when you see that statue standing there, or it's not a statue. It's a bas relief carving into this back wall.
Okay. Is it part of like a scene with other figures?
This carving, no. This carving is all dedicated to the goddess Basama. The diamond, the first month of winter. The scene that you remember from your dream was a featureless plain. The color of the ground and the sky was hard to describe, as if they weren't real, even though they were. No, not 13 extra statues. 10 statues and 4 people who aren't statues. I'm pretty sure my numbers are right. Zerder knows a thing, because he was in campaign 1.
He should know something. He's a god.
Yeah, but Eberkeet doesn't recognize that. All right. So you are led to the back room and introduced to Mariuz. Oh wow, that is a hard name for me to say. Mariuz, Mariuzz. I will copy it into. He is a 60s man. Nope. Well, whatever. I don't know why it pasted it as an image, but 60s man, balding, got a gentle smile on his face, kind of has that grin on his face, that like the eyes kind of pinch shut because the cheeks go up high and the eyebrows come down low. He's got green skin. He's got very long pointy ears for a Feyan. And just kind of a jovial expression. Goes, I hear someone got a little too rowdy. Got themselves a little drunk. And the person who had led you back here rolls their eyes. Call him Marius, thank you. We'll go with Marius. And as you guys come in, he shakes each of your hand and goes, "I'll see. I'll see if I can help you." So where are they? Who among you needs help?
I don't have the box.
I guess Zari has the box. Yes, our friend, we just got back from the expedition into the sinkhole, and we have our friend in the box, in this box here, who was turned to stone, and we need him to not be stone.
I need him to not be stone. Okay, well, draw him forth, and we'll see what we can do.
Okay, I guess I gotta do that somehow.
Could I have a dexterity check from you, please, Leopard?
Oh boy.
As you start pulling Lumi, you're able to grab a hold of Lumi and start pulling him out. But the shape is not conducive to drawing Lumi from this box. And there's one of two ways this can go.
Oh, good. I rolled a 19.
You did. So you start pulling, and it's like a magician's trick as you draw Lumi from this box. And as you do so, as you finish the pull, one leg suddenly springs free, and there's this just moment where Lumi is tilting and tilting and tilting, and you dive, and we'll go ahead and end it there for the day. So, thank you to my players for playing. Thank you to everybody for watching. It has been great having you here. Bye.